The other day I saw Kanan out there with some fools I ain't seen before.
We doing this shit.
I figure out a way to get us paid. We changing the fucking game.
If you and Kanan need anything, you come to me.
If Rock breathing, she hustling. Should've took her out back in the day.
I figure out how to make a bigger move with that money.
Any offer I make is gonna be straight cash. One number. We've got a deal or we don't.
What up, what up? Welcome back to the channel. I'm Mo.J and we're locked in. This is what's next for Raising Kanan, episode 3 of season 3. Now, the storyline is going exactly how we need it to go. We're getting that action and it's starting to be a reoccurring thing. The end of the episode, we get a little bit of action. We're not getting all the action throughout the episode. No. We're getting the storyline and we're getting some good ass acting. We're also starting to see Kanan step it up and begin to get his own crew because he's about to partner with Paul and put the packs on the ground. Now, before we jump into this and break down this trailer, if you like power content, breakdowns, theories, and predictions like this, live after show discussions, tune in tonight, 3 p.m. Eastern. Oh yeah, it's going down. Then hit your subscribe button and turn on your notification bell so you get something every time I upload. I'm on that road to 45,000 subscribers. So if you don't see this video at 100 likes, hit that like button and definitely subscribe. Now, Raquel, we just took out the mob. Well, we had to do that because Stefano, he wanted it done. And now the feds are cracking down. It's getting crazy. So let's jump.
You the heir to this throne, Kanan, and it's waiting for you if you want it.
We all seen how Howard was acting like he really cared about Shannon Burke. Well, he did. He was trying to get her out of her own way, but unfortunately he did it and he gave that speech and it was compelling. Well, now that she's out the way, there is a task force that is about to be cracking down in the city of New York, and he also needs to make sure that his son, Kanan, is doing good. Now, remember, he told Raquel that him and her were partners when it came to the son, Kanan. Well, he drove by and he seen Kanan out smoking with all of the courier boys that work for Paul. So for him, he doesn't want Kanan to be involved in the dope game at all. But we know that Raquel, she tried to give him that Mustang to convince him to stay in the game, but be up under her control. So for Howard, he wants him out. Rock wants him to stay in. Howard, you got a lot on your plate, brother. Kanan is putting a crew together. Paul said, you want to make some money? You pick up packages, you drop those packages off. Instead, Kanan wanted to make his own money. So he figures if I pick some weed up, I give the weed to the couriers, they'll drop it off, they'll bring the money back. I'll give Paul 25% off the top, plus a little bit of a bonus. But guess what? Kanan only has to pick up the work. He's not doing any drops. Now, this will work for him and Famous, because remember, Famous said he didn't want to be in the street. Now, this crew, it seems like they're really going to be trying to get some money. You're going to be making 3-4 times the money you were making just dropping off regular packages. So Kanan, business minded. So now we see where Tariq gets it from, where James St. Patrick gets it from. It all stems from Tariq and James learning the game from Kanan. Of course, they got to show us how much money they making. And it looks like a couple $1,000s in here, 5,000, 10,000. Well, this is every single day. So we can go ahead and say that Kanan's probably going to be making 5, maybe 10 bands a day. Now, he's not on that big, large scale where his mom was talking about they making that real money. But to be starting off and in the streets like this is good for Kanan. Now, we just can't have the block getting hot because, you know, people will get jealous. And once somebody gets jealous, that leads to people telling on you. And that also leads to people trying to rob you and get at you. Famous, he obviously sees the money running in. So when the money's coming in like that, he's like, well, I don't have to touch none of the work. Kanan got everything set up. It's going like clockwork. All we got to do is get the pack. They'll move the pack. Famous is in because rent is due. And we heard Kanan. He's really about to be hustling because it's all a part of the game. And if he wants a car, he will go get one on his own. So you know that's probably going to be one of the first things that Kanan does. Take care of the rent, get a whip. Famous, you need to get in the studio. Streets need a body. Well, streets need that work. The only issue is Raquel's still going to be trying to get somebody to be able to convince Kanan to listen to her. Marvin tried. Howard's going to be trying. And now she figures that Famous is probably the one that she can go to. Give him a little bit of money. You heard her say, if you guys need anything, come to me. But Famous, he's loyal to Kanan. So he's going to tell Kanan, your mom keeps trying to give me money. She's saying if we need anything, Kanan don't want anything to do with Raquel. But she doesn't want to lose her son. So even if that means she got to give Famous some money to just keep her name alive within the apartment, then that's what she's going to do. Now, will Famous fold and start telling Raquel about the whole operation? We're starting to see more on Ronnie. And in episode 2, we noticed that he isn't the same Ronnie that he was when he went in. Now, he don't like the party. He don't like the chicks on him. He has one mind frame, and that is to get in the game, make things happen. He doesn't want to be working up under Rock, for Rock, or anybody. He wants his own crew back. And we see that Unique, he's out here flashy, going to the club, trying to get women. That's not what's on Ronnie's agenda. And we hear him tell Unique, we should have killed her back when we had a chance. Now, he's talking about Unique because he was locked up. Now, Unique is definitely going to have to watch him because Pranissa, she's saying that, hey, man, Ronnie, he's a little different. I don't know if I feel safe with him in the house. So, Ronnie, we're going to have to see how he moves. But we do see him assault the bodyguard that was trying to talk bad to him at the club. But we do see Ronnie still has a ruthless side. So, I definitely want to see how this plays out. And this security guard, you know, in the Power Universe, when you run your mouth, bad things happen. So Ronnie, he got his get back. Juke and Lulu, they're about to be trying to get everything together. Now, it's good we're seeing Juke try to pursue her career in singing. It's an opportunity. Nikki's dad brought that opportunity to get in the girl group. So now they're working. Lulu's getting back to tracks. This is his passion. Her passion is singing. They put their differences aside and they come together to try to work and make this happen because we know that Juke is going to become a police officer. We know that she's trying to join the military, but Lulu is saying, hey, let's take that one last shot and swing for the fences. Raquel, she did a huge favor for Stefano. That was taken out Sal via Marvin. Now, how much in debt is she going to be? I don't know. Now, she did say if she did this, she wanted to be out of the game, but as we heard Unique saying in this trailer, as long as she's breathing, she's never out of the game. She's always hustling. Now, this was just a power play for her, in my opinion, and it's looking good now because she kind of has the protection of the other 4 families because you can't knock off a made man. But she did that for him, so we're expecting Stefano to hold up his word. But she's still trying to get Kanan back. She's got to deal with the new task force that's going to be out here. She also has to worry about Unique and Ronnie. So for her, it's a mini war going on outside. She's just not aware of it. And lastly, Mr. Unique. I want to see how this is going to work because him and Stefano, they got together and hey, it seems like they got a mutual respect. Mr. Unusual and Mr. Linguini, they got together and now we got the original pieces with these two. So for him, you got to look out for Ronnie. We don't know what Ronnie's game plan is. We also got to make sure that Unique stays aware of everything that Raquel's doing because we know that Raquel's character is to use and play everybody that's in her vicinity. So Unique, he's trying to make some plays and maneuver to get himself back in that top tier spot. And hopefully we can see some action from Unique coming up in these next few episodes. All right, let me know what you think about episode 3 and what's potentially going to happen just from what we've seen in this trailer. I'm loving the storyline. It's keeping us entertained. Episode 2 was a little like just dragging, but it was a build-up episode, not a filler episode. So let me know what you think. What are your predictions about some of the characters? How many bodies are we going to see in episode 3 drop? Because right now we're at 3 bodies. Burke, the 2 mob members. Let me know what you think. I'm J. Tune in tonight, 3 p.m. Eastern, for the On the Clock after show, where we talk about each individual character. We break them down and we tell the story behind the story. I'm J. I'm on that road to 45,000 subscribers. If I say anything to make you go, hit that subscribe button. And if you don't see this at 100 likes, hit that like button. Thanks for watching. I'm out.